We're here at iGrow Chicago's Peace House in the Englewood neighborhood of Chicago. It is an urban oasis for this community, an example of a place where love lives in public. The Peace Campus is a healing zone filled with accessible resources that build skills, foster connection, and promote safe and thriving communities. Today we are talking with two of the directors, Erin Vogel and Quinten Mables. We are here from the good of the whole, discovering that love lives here.
At iGrow Chicago, we feel that love lives here because love is really what keeps us all connected, and we embody the love in action and showing our love in public. Because that's what's going to lead the revolution of peace.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely say the same thing. To show individuals that that compassion, and knowing that iGrow is here, to spread that love, and to spread that love throughout the blocks, throughout the communities, and throughout the city. Yeah, iGrow Chicago. That's where we. That's one of our most important values, is to create and spread love as a whole.
How does iGrow Chicago love more for the good of the whole?
I'll start with that. So iGrow Chicago loves more for the good of the whole because we know fundamentally it'll take an entire community, each and every one of us, to transform the way the systems are now. And so we embody that by connecting with all of our neighbors, with our children, with the schools, community organizations, but also outside of Englewood for the good of the whole. So it takes every one of us to use our voices, our platforms, and our resources for the people who are really hurting and suffering.
Definitely. And I would say to be a voice for the voiceless, for those individuals who don't feel like they have a voice, is to keep showing them and to keep knowing that iGrow here is a support system, and like Erin said, from the inside of the community, and also for those who comes from the outside of the community, just connecting and belonging as a whole.
What would you like to share with the global good of the whole community?
What I would like to share is that every one of us has, I look at this world as a puzzle, right? And so we are pieces trying to fit in with this puzzle, and it's a huge puzzle of peace and love and compassion, and respect. So knowing where you belong in that puzzle, fitting in, is key. So every one of us has it's our duty, it's our job, to spread awareness for those individuals who may turn a naked eye to a community such as Englewood or to a city such as Chicago. We have to keep them involved as much as we can, and that, again, that's spreading awareness about the lack of education, about the poverty, about systems that are set up in place, to also decriminalize, certain individuals. But again, as a whole, as a society, it's our job. So no matter what color, you are, no matter what religion you practice, we have to be the ones to be that voice for change. And as a whole, that's our responsibility.
Definitely. And for the good of the whole community, what I'd like to share, just again to kind of take what Quinten's saying, when you hear Chicago and you hear about the violence, specifically Englewood, I would invite you to think about the people who are living here within the violence, because it's more than just that. It's poverty, it's trauma, and from a higher level, it's systematic racist oppression. So to understand that people are here and they are hurting, and to continue to pretend like this is not happening in someone's backyard, right? Like, we're not far from downtown Chicago. We have to stand up because this has to stop. people need to know that there are beautiful people in Inglewood, and that trauma runs rampant. And if there's not any mental health services, we can't grow. And so what I would invite you to really do is to think about what you can do to pick up your corner of the world to make it a better place, and to ask people for their stories and be quiet and listen, and then take action on that, because we all have an impact to make on this world, and it's up to us as individuals to come together as a collective and embrace others with love and non-judgment, because the time is now, and we are who we've been waiting for. So that's my words to you, is it's time, and we have to work together.
For more information or to support iGrow Chicago, please visit their website at igrowchicago.org. You can also visit them on their Facebook page.